He's fine. Oh, alright. Hello, hello, hello. Trying to get this set up so I can actually see my chat. Can't see my chat. This is a little ridiculous. No, it's not the sun. It's just I can't. My chat isn't coming up on my screen. So let's try this. My chat isn't coming up on my screen. And I'm sideways. Well, that's fun. And I'm sideways. Well, that's fun. And laggy as heck. Yeah, it does lag. And, okay, I can see I've got people in here, but I can't see who's in here. Okay, you know what? We're gonna have to do this. And now the sun's bugging me. Hang on, guys. All right, there we go. And I definitely need to hit mute on this. All right, there we go. All right. Okay, so now I can see my chat. And I'm not sideways anymore, so yay. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Hi, mobs. You know what? Remind me what your name is. I know what it is, but I'm drawing a blank. Hey, VJ. This isn't what... Thanks, VJ, because I don't know what's going on with why it's... Because this is the link that I set up earlier. I literally just set up... I clicked go live on the link I set. Hey, Joy. How are you, neighbor? Thanks for the assist, VJ, because I don't know why it's suddenly not... It's bringing up the wrong link. That's weird. Of course, this is me going without StreamYard, which, like, you know, I never do. But my setup is just all janky right now because, well, we're in the process of tearing down and sorting because, like you guys know, we're putting a move in. And I don't have the situation in my room is not conducive to doing anything right now, which is why I'm outside on my porch. I'm good, Joy. Like I said, we're in the process of trying to move, and so, you know, busy, but no complaints. But it's been way too long since I had done live, and I figured I would pop on here and give you guys a life update, and I actually have a couple of things I'm going to talk about, so that's why I'm here. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome, welcome. Since I know there are people on the other link that are on here, I'm gonna wait a few seconds to see who all else pops on here before I get started. But everybody, tell me what you doing. What are you up to? What's new? I haven't talked to some of y'all in like ages. I mean, I don't remember the last time I went live. Hi, Chris. Hi, Sheila. I don't think I missed saying hello to anybody, did I? If I did, apologies in advance because Ashley, what's the weather like where you are? It is absolutely beautiful here. This is my weather. I live for this weather. Oh joy, I have been so frustrated with Michael's and Joanne's the last few times I've been in there. It's like there's nothing there. It's like where's it's like they're literally trying to force us to buy online. Because I told somebody a couple days ago, I was like, if I just went by what my big box stores showed me, I would think the Lion brand only have three kinds of yarn. And we all know that's not true. I'm good, Sheila. If you're talking to me, I don't know. I'm jumping back and forth between my screen and my chat because my chat's on my tablet and I'm filming off of my phone. So I'm going back and forth between the two. Jennifer, you added the fancy edging to your Which Way Filet sun hat. That sounds fun. Okay. Um. So life updates, pretty much just what I've already said. We're preparing to move. I'm still in school, so I'm working on my master's thesis. I'm in my next to last class. It's week 8 out of 10 for my next to last class. So I have 2 more weeks in this class, and then one more class to go, and I'm done. I cannot tell you how excited I'm going to be to be finished because it's been a long 2.5 years, going on 3, I guess. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to. But it's just with so much stuff going on, it's just not been easy for me to like find time to go live. So that's why I've been a little MIA lately. But a couple of things came up that were business related. And I figured, what, let me jump on here so we can talk about those because it's Management Monday. Crochet biz is a biz, and there are some people that I don't think realize that. So, why? Thank you, Sheila. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. And if you are new here and you think you'd like this content, because my content will be coming back, I'll talk about that a little bit more later. But if you think you'd like to contact the oh wow, I can't talk. You can tell it's been a while. I cannot talk. If you think you'd like the content on my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you'll know when I go live, post videos, all that happy stuff. And Joy is saying the entire yarn section had yellow saying clearance at Michael's, and they did have all yarn buy one get one 50% off. It says making room for other makes. Does that mean yarn? Oh man, I don't know. There just seems to be a trend towards craft stores. Well, and stores like Walmart too. They seem to be closing out their yarn in favor for other crafts. It's really weird and kind of disheartening. I mean, I do a lot of other crafts, but crochet is my thing. It's my main jam. So if I have to keep constantly ordering online for it, I mean, I like to be able to like hold it in my hand and get an idea. And since Joy can attest to this because we're neighbors, she lives like maybe a mile from me. You know, We don't have any local yarn stores. And I think the closest one to us is in Washington, Pennsylvania, which is like 40 minutes away. So, it's a total bummer. And Joy saying, even with the sale, it's still too much or nothing I would use. And that's the other thing. The stores that the yarns that they carry are just, you know, the most basic generic yarns that you're going to buy. And not that there's anything wrong with just regular run of the mill big box acrylic, but sometimes you want to branch out. Sometimes a girl wants to use some cotton. Sometimes a girl likes some bamboo. You know? Can we have some variety? And can we have more colors than just like the basic primary ones? Is that too much to ask? But let me scroll up. I'm missing. Don't forget. Oh well, thank you, Sheila. It's been a journey, and it's been a journey. I mean, I'm glad I did it, and I'll be glad to have the degree and go on to do what I want to do with it. But it's been interesting getting there. Granny D, hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so um, the things I want to talk about today, they're both business related. The first one was I was in a one of my how my stores normally start. I was in a crochet group on Facebook, and a woman was posting that she had made these little dolls, and they're a little bigger than like typical amigurumi, but still like a doll, like a toy. And another woman had approached her and asked to buy several of them, and the woman's intention was to resell them in her shop. Well, the woman that made the dolls was insulted because she wanted to sell the dolls to her for a certain price, but the woman that was going to buy them was like, well, I can't buy them for that because that's what I would sell them for in my shop. And so the woman that was making them was insulted and was thinking that the woman was trying to take advantage of her. And the only thing I could think of was, has she never heard of consignment? Has she never heard of wholesale? Because basically, the woman that was buying them, and she might have been explaining it badly, but what she wanted to do was buy the dolls from her and then turn around and sell them in her shop. It's not like she was trying, and let me back up, because people were in the thread talking about, oh, she's trying to steal your work. She's trying to pass your work off as hers. And I'm thinking, well, maybe, but most likely she just sees these dolls, thinks they'll sell well in her shop, and wants to sell them. Other people were upset that they're like, I can't believe she wants to make a profit off of it. Well, what do you think businesses do? Most businesses aren't in business to like give things away. You sell things for more than you buy them for. It's called profit. That's how you stay in business. But I'm reading this thread and I'm going, and I'm hoping that somebody else is going to chime in with what I'm thinking, and nobody did. And I'm thinking, is nobody on here ever heard of a consignment shop? Has no one heard of, buying things wholesale and selling them retail? I was totally confused. So, I mean, there's a thing called consignment where a shop will take another person's items. They don't buy them normally. You sign an agreement that you will put your items in another person's shop, and then if the item sells, then you have an agreement of a percentage that each person gets. Normally, the maker gets the higher percentage, and like I've seen deals with actually I've made deals that were 55-45, and 55 going to me and 45 going to the other person, but that's normally for small, high bulk things. Like I had made a bunch of like beaded bracelets, and there was like 150 of them. So a 55-45 deal for that. It's not that big a deal because, sell them for 5. Only it cost me like 75 cents to make one. Splitting it that way is not that big a deal. But like a normal consignment is like more like 70-30, 60-40, still to the maker. And that's a win-win situation because a person that has a shop gets merchandise that they can sell that they don't have to make, and the person that's making it has an automatic outlet to sell what they're making. So it's a win-win. So, the reason why it's more of a 70-30, 60-40 split is because obviously the maker is more invested because, they made the piece. They made the items. The seller, basically they're just giving them rental space in the shop. You know, but I was just, confused by it. And I mean, I know that everybody that crochets and everybody oh, I just did it myself. In Facebook groups are familiar with the whole selling of crochet items. But, I thought surely you've heard of a consignment shop, Even if we're not talking about crochet, I mean, for any other items, like clothes or, you know, antiques. Consignment is not a new idea. So I was really confused when they were all going in. Like, this person had, like, made some cardinal sin when basically she just probably badly was proposing a consignment deal. Let's see, what else? Let me see. I see some comments. I'm trying to get up through here. Joy saying, I don't mind ordering, but I like to see the color in print. I agree. I really prefer to see the yarn if I can. At least the first time. After that, I'll order online. But, like, initially, I like to see it in person. Otherwise, I end up ordering, like, one or two. I get it. I review it. If I decide I like it, then I buy the bulk of what I need. Granny D is going to sit in the bushes and get these hands busy on one of the gazillion of projects I have started. Okay, that's been the funny thing. As I've been like sorting through stuff, I'm finding like a million whips that I forgot I even had. I was like, oh wow, I forgot I even started this. So now I've got like piles going of whips I'm going to keep, whips I'm going to frog, and whips that I'm like, what was this? I mean, I've got so much that so I don't even know what I was trying to make. That's kind of bad. Yeah, I need to work on that. This old helmet is being clever, haha. Enjoy saying, I think that it's fair that she needs to make a profit too. Yeah, it depends on how much less she was going to pay her. Okay, I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think she wanted to sell it for 20, but the woman wanted to buy them for 15 and sell them for 20 herself. I think, if I remember correctly. It wasn't a whole lot less, and the woman wanted to buy like several from her, so it would have made up for itself in like the amount that she was going to sell to the woman, which is another reason why I was totally confused. I'm like, you're going to get your money back either way. Why are you upset that she's going to turn around and sell them? Which leads me to my other thing, which is a wholesale deal where, like, people buy things from other people and then turn around and sell them. This is not new either. There's a whole, let's see, what's it called? Yeah, eBay. What do you think they do? I just don't understand. I was just so confused by people being upset by it. And if she was going to sell them herself, she would have overhead anyway. Table at craft fair, flea markets. Yeah. So, it was just weird that people were upset about it and going in on the woman. I just didn't understand it. So, I mean, I've got a lag on chat, which is nothing new. Oh, YouTube. Sometimes I miss you so much. It's laggy. So yeah, that was the one thing I wanted to talk about and get you guys' opinion on. I mean, did it make sense for the woman to be freaking out about it and sad about it and insulted by it, or I mean, to me, it just sounded like I said, like a business deal, a business from one business person to what she thought was another business person, but the maker definitely it falls on the side of hobbyist because that reaction. But to me, it sounded like a perfectly good option, a perfectly good deal, a deal that I probably would have jumped at. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, sign me up. How many do you want? But that's just me. So I'm gonna wait for a second to see if like the chat lag catches up because it's definitely laggy. Um, I haven't been making a whole lot lately because I've been really busy. So I have made a couple of bags. I'm really, really, really into plan pooling. Those of you that came from that were on the original link that apparently I'm not on. That the picture that the thumbnail is actually my latest piece of plan pooling, or my latest finished piece. I've got two others I'm working on. It's a bag. I might, if the next time I go live, I might show it off. I need to. It's done, but I need to finish the strap. I haven't decided what kind of strap to put on it because when you do a plan pooling, when you like go to crochet with that same yarn normally, once you've learned to plan pull it, it just looks bizarre when it's not plan pulled. So I'm not. So I think I'm going to put a solid color strap on it. I just need to decide what color. VJ, yeah, it sounds like everyone except me fell on the side of hobbyists. Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, we're talking a bunch of people, bunch of hobbyists. But I mean, that's weird because it's one of the biggest crochet groups on Facebook. So you think there would be some professional, or like at least crocheters that sell on a periodic basis that wouldn't have been that put out by that idea. But I scrolled through and I don't think I saw a single person that was like, that sounds like a consignment deal, or it sounds like she's trying to sell wholesale, trying to buy wholesale and sell retail. It's just a bunch of people going, she's trying to steal your work and what a crummy deal and just weird. Weird, weird, weird. I'm glad it's not just me, Chris, because I was really starting to wonder there for a second. When you're on a thread with like 300 people and they all seem to be saying the same thing and you completely and totally disagree with all of them, it kind of makes you want to almost second guess yourself for a second. But, I'm a pro. I knew what I was thinking was the right thing to think, and they're just hobbyists and didn't know any better. You'll have that. Okay, so topic number two, also in a crochet group. I think it was a different group though. It was a different group because this question was asked in a mosaic crochet group, but it applies general overall in business. The woman was asking how hard it was to break into the pattern writing industry. I read that and I laughed because a lot of people were saying, "Oh, well, it's not that hard. You just have to write a great pattern and people will buy it." I'm going, it's not that simple, but I appreciate the enthusiasm because there's this little thing called marketing and a little thing called a saturated market and a little thing called you have to make yourself stand out. You know, because there's a lot of crochet designers out there. There are a lot of pattern designers out there, and you have to like make set yourself out so that you're unique. You can't just write a pattern and throw it up on Etsy or Ravelry and expect it to sell 100 copies of it. It's not that simple. I wish it was because I'd be rolling in dough by now. But you actually have to market it. You have to like tell people it's out there. You have to like do a tutorial. You have to talk about it. You have to like post photos of the finished pieces. Talk about the pattern. Talk about the process of making the pattern. Talk about the process of writing the pattern. There's definitely more to it than just doing the pattern and releasing it. You need to get it tech edited. You need to get it tested. There's all the stuff that goes into it that people don't think about. Enjoy saying, I have made a planned pulling blanket and one that is a UFO for about a year. Well, did you just get bored with it? Didn't like the pattern? The yarn wasn't cooperating? All the above, none of the above? Why'd you quit working on it? I swear, planned pulling, the hardest part, you know what? No, I'm not going to say the hardest part because the whole thing is kind of hard until it's not. First you got to find a yarn that'll pull properly. Then you got to play with the yarn so that you can figure out how it pulls, how many stitches. And even with the planpulling.com website, it's still not like, perfect because you have to take your hook size into consideration, your tension into consideration. Because just because planpulling.com says that, like, if you do 5 stitches of each color, it should turn out, and you tested it and you can get 5 stitches out of each color, that's on that day. The next day, if you might be like annoyed, so you're stitching tighter, and therefore you're getting like 6 or 7 stitches out of that color. So you gotta adjust. You gotta get another hook. You gotta like make larger stitches, and then maybe the day after that, like you're feeling like froggy and fresh and fine, and so like your crochet is all loose, and now you're only getting like 3 or 4 stitches out of each color. So now you gotta tighten up those stitches, and then while you're tightening up those stitches, you're getting annoyed because you're having to like do the extra step of tighten it, and then you start tightening it too much, and it's just round robin. You just keep going back and forth. All that to say, I really love it. I love doing plain pulling. I will never look at a variegated yarn the same way again. Every time I look at a variegated yarn now, it's like, I wonder if that'll pull. You got bored with it? Yeah, I guess it's certain colors. Just when they start working up, you're like, I'm not feeling this. Other colors, like the one like in my thumbnail, when that was working up, I'm like, oh my god, I love how these colors are working together. But no, there are times when it's just not working, and you're just like, and you toss it. Nothing wrong with that. Why, thank you, VJ. I really, really, really liked it. I loved how that came out. I thought it was gorgeous, and that's it's one of the acrylic cotton blends from why did I just draw a blank? Ice Yarns. That's it. Granny T said, if I've ever gotten a yarn to pull in a way I like, it was a happy accident. It's so hit and miss. You know, I've decided that plain pulling is gangster crochet. Yeah, you gotta be gangsta if you're going to do plain pulling, because you really have to make that yarn know that you are the boss of it and it's going to do what you want it to do, not the other way around. And the way you go about doing that just depends on how the results you're getting. You know, you might need to use several hook sizes. You might need to change your tension. You might need to, I don't know, do the pattern backwards. You wouldn't believe the things that I've tried. You may want to like skip that first initial turns chain or add a chain to it. Whatever you need to do to get that yarn to like line up the way you need it to, that's what you do. So it's kind of gangsta, which I think is kind of why I like it, because it breaks almost every rule that we've learned to crochet. Like, you do not use more than one hook in a crochet project. You know, you always have to use even tension when you're crocheting, not when you're plain pulling. You're always going to have the same number of stitches unless you're deliberately doing a decrease row. Yeah, not in plain pulling. There's just so many rules that we've grown up and while learning to crochet that have been ingrained in us that to do plain pulling properly, you have to break. You know, oh yeah, you're starting chain's too long. Oh, let it lay there for a second. You can unravel that and tie it off later. Blasphemy. For any other thing, but plain pulling, you need that. So, but yeah, I really enjoy it. You know, admittedly, it's frustrating when you're first starting because you're trying to like work out how you're going to get the yarn to do what you want to do. But once you have figured that out and you get started and you start to see the pattern emerge, oh, it's fun. It's really really fun. So yeah, Grandy, I think you would really like it. You should try it for real. Um, BJ's like, I would need therapy. What, change hooks? I know, right? It's just such unheard of. Although I do have a pattern for a shawl where I actually change the hook size twice. There's three different hooks to use to make the shawl because I liked how it flowed better when I changed the hook size. But yeah, that was people were appalled when I did that. So I'm not quite sure how they would handle doing plan pulling. But I enjoy it. So it's fun. So Chris, not for you, you think? But anyway, back to the whole starting a pattern business. I mean, I'm not going to tell anybody not to do it because it's passive income. Once you've written a pattern and it's up, and you do some marketing and you've got like several patterns up and going, they'll sell themselves. You just have to sit around and collect the money. So I mean, it's good passive income, but you definitely have to do some footwork at the beginning. You need to like let people know you're out there and that you're designing and what you design. And it kind of helps if you have a niche. So like most of you know, my niche is like personal accessories. Well, home and personal accessories. Like I like to make pillows and shawls and bags and um, blankets, lapgans, not big full size blankets, and like trivets and coasters and pot holders, stuff like that. So that's what my pattern is mainly focused on. Most of my patterns are shawls. I do have some amigurumi patterns. Um, yeah, but most of them are like home and personal accessories. So that's kind of what I'm known for. But some people obviously they do garments, they do sweaters, they do hats, they do like stuff like that. So if you niche yourself, and then once you've niched yourself, you find a unique way of making your niche. That's the best way to break into it. But it's not easy. And like I said, the market's pretty saturated. There's a whole lot of pattern makers out there, as you all know. So you just have to figure out a way to make yourself stand out and make yourself unique, which can be hard. But you know, if it's something you want to do, then it's worth to try. Why not? Like I said, it's passive income. You're not really out of a whole lot if you write a pattern, and especially if you have friends that can test it for you. Experienced crocheters that can test for you that are friends. That helps. Sorry, my eyes itching. It's allergy season, and my eyes are totally aware of that. Like, so, well, those are the two things I wanted to talk about. Like I said, not a whole lot going on in my life right now, other than like preparing to move and doing a lot of happy stuff. If you need to yell for it, go ahead. Okay, I'm talking to my daughter. My daughter's out here on the porch with me. We're enjoying the spring because we both live for this weather. It makes us happy. Oh no, Joel, we're moving like 2 blocks over. It's not a long. It's not a far move. It's just like you still gotta pack and put stuff in the truck and move it from the old place to the new place. And then once it gets to the new place, you still gotta unpack it. I don't like moving, and we haven't moved in like 12, 13 years. You don't realize how much you can accumulate in a little over a decade of living someplace. But man, can you accumulate some stuff? So that's why we're doing a whole lot of sorting and stuff, because I'm determined that I'm not taking any more with me than I have to. You know, if I could donate or dumpster a lot of my stuff, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh man, my eyes itchy, and my sinuses are starting to act up. See, uh, VJ, the move is probably sometime in June, mid June, late June, somewhere in there. We're not totally sure yet. No, Joe, we're still. I'm still gonna be in the area, so like we still actually need to like set up a day to like meet and hang and crochet and talk. Have a moving sale. Hmm. We having a moving sale? I just asked my daughter if we are having the moving sale. She looked at me and said, "Are you hosting it?" So I think that's a no. It could happen though. I mean, I may actually, if I got some stuff I want to sell, I may actually just put it up on Facebook Marketplace or something and sell it. We shall see. But for now, yeah, doing a lot of packing, a lot of sorting. Yeah, so let's see. If anybody does anybody have any questions about crochet business in general? This is a good time to ask them. Cause I'm kind of out of things to say now. uh, yeah, packing. That reminds me. I gotta figure out where to. We need to find a whole lot of newspaper. We have a china cabinet that's full of crystal. We have to move it, which means we have to take each individual piece out, wrap it, put it in a box, and there's a lot in there. And we're talking like glasses, cups, saucers, dinner plates, dessert dishes, bowls, and it's all crystal, not china, crystal. Does Facebook Marketplace work well? I've sold several things on there. I sold a car on Facebook Marketplace. Um, we sold some other things on there. Yeah, if you price it right and your pictures are good, normally there's somebody out there that's going to sell it. That's going to buy it. I mean, sorry. Layer the crystal between skeins of yarn. That's actually not a bad idea. I got enough of it. I can do that easily enough. Yeah, it depends on what you're selling and where you are. Yeah, like I said, I sold a car to a dealer. I'm in West Virginia. I sold a car to a dealer in Pennsylvania, right across the border. Um, I sold some other things locally. Yeah, I've never tried to sell yarn on Facebook Marketplace directly. I normally use like a destash site or something like that to sell yarn. But any other things, yeah, we sold a couple of things, a few things. I can't think of anything else other than the car right now, but I know I've sold other things on Facebook Marketplace. Any other questions? Because now I'm actually starting to itch, so I may actually have to cut this short because my allergies are not playing fair. There's the one thing about this time of year I don't like. Like my allergies go rampant. They want too much for yarn around here, especially when they want to sell you like the most generic basic yarn. It's not like we're talking about Malabrigo, merino wool, like or even a high end cotton or high end bamboo. I mean, they're literally just selling like base yarns around here, and they still want to charge Norman Lake for it. It's a bit ridiculous. There's also why I started selling online. I get better deals online. I can use coupons online. You know, Joann's Forever has a coupon I can use. Michael's too. Can't speak for Hobby Lobby. I don't shop there. Allergies for the win. uh, yeah. I try to like. I don't like to take Benadryl because if I take a Benadryl, I'm asleep 5 minutes later, and I'm asleep for like 8 hours. So I try to avoid that. So I kind of like try to like keep my interactions with allergens at bay, or as to a minimum. But on the flip side, this weather just calls to me. Like it's bright, it's sunny, it's warm. Get out on the porch, Kim. What are you doing? So I've literally been out here all day. I came out here like at 10:30 this morning, and I've been out here all day. And like yeah, number 10 thread has gone up. I noticed that last time I was in Michael's. I was like, what is with these yarn prices? It's ridiculous. And when even on clearance, like you're buying stuff for like, why am I on clearance or for sale buying what it actually cost like 6 months ago, a year ago? So I don't know, but we still buy it. So there's only so much we can say, right? It's one of those things that if you want it, you're going to buy it, even if it is priced outrageously. It is what it is. Joy's like, I bought some, but I used a coupon. Yeah, I don't think I've. I don't remember the last time I shopped for yarn locally and I didn't use a coupon because it's expensive. It's just cheaper to buy it online and have it shipped to the store or have it shipped to your house. Every once in a while, I'll buy from Joann's and they'll actually have what I want at my local store, which often floors me because that doesn't happen a whole lot. You know, but like because I bought it online, I get the discount, and it's normally at least a couple of bucks cheaper per skein than it would be if I went into the store and bought it. So, Chris, you need to see Vero soon. Hey, Chris, have you tried those Tunisian hooks yet? Did you already know how to Tunisian crochet and you're just buying a set, or were you buying them to learn how? I never did ask you that, or I did ask, and I don't think I asked you. But yeah, yarn is expensive. But like I said, we're going to continue to buy it. Although I have done pretty well. Other than buying some yarn that I wanted to specifically play and pool with, I have not bought any yarn. So, I'm kind of proud of myself. So have you used them yet, Chris? The larger? Yeah. They're nice. They're a nice set. They're a really nice set. This is a set that I learned on. I moved up to well, I have two sets. I have a set of clover and then the kaibu ones. They're nice. I want a set of metal ones. I'll probably my next purchase. We shall see. Okay, guys, I'm about to go into a sneezing spree. I can feel it coming, so I'm going to like wrap this up now. um, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know the next time I'll be live. I don't see me going live Wednesday. It might happen. If it does, I'll see if I can't figure out how to get StreamYard to work on my tablet on my phone, and then that way, the link that I send out, I won't have to go searching for. Um, but it's really cool to talk to you guys because I missed you guys. So it's really good to catch up. So again, if you were new here, thanks for being here. Thanks for coming and trying out my live. And if you haven't hit the like button already, please hit the like button. And if you're new here and you think you might like my content, because I've got content on my channel, so you can go check that out. Hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you'll know the next time I do go live. But again, I don't know when that's going to be. It could be this week, might be next week. Just depends on how deep I get into this whole moving and sorting and packing thing. Pretty deep now, but I still got so much more to pack. It's kind of sad and scary. So that's actually I'm gonna go here. I think we're gonna figure out dinner. Then I'm gonna go do some more packing. But it was great to chat with you guys. It's been great to see you. Oh, thanks, VJ. I will. I'm just gonna like try to lay low and not um, have to take Benadryl. So I will see y'all probably around the YouTube area the next time I go live. So everybody take care, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.